And we will move right along to the women's 4v8. This is the A final. In lane 2, we'll have Mount Baker. In lane 3, we have Green Lake. In lane 4, we have another Mount Baker. In lane 5, we have Holy Names. In lane 6, we have Green Lake. And in lane 7, we have Green Lake.
This is certainly going to play into their points trophies here.
Yeah,
for the
seriously.
Green Lake's journey to the crown for the women's team points. But to have 3 8s in a final, all from the same program. But, I mean, even Mount Baker to have 2 8s, right? Holy Names, you're the odd one out.
Yeah, seriously.
It looks like we're still getting aligned here. Hard to believe, but we are under 2 hours left of the 2026 U.S. Rowing Northwest Youth Championships. A lot of good racing to be had already, and we still have a lot to go. A couple more national qualifiers. But big congratulations to all of the athletes who have already made their trips down the course throughout the weekend.
Still lining up here in this women's 4v8. And we have a start now in the women's 4v8. So a reminder, in lane 2 we have Mount Baker, in lane 3 we have Green Lake, in lane 4 we have Mount Baker, in lane 5 we have Holy Names, and in lane 6 and 7 we have Green Lake. So there are 3 Green Lake crews here, 2 Mount Baker and 1 from Holy Names. Looks like Green Lake in lane 7 has a slight lead here, followed by Green Lake in lane 6 and Mount Baker in lane 4. Holy Names not far behind them there in lane 5. Just a little off the leading pack is Mount Baker in lane 2 and Green Lake in lane 3. Looking towards the time trials that they did on Friday, we have that Green Lake crew that's in lane 7, went at 7:42. About 12 seconds behind them was Green Lake in lane 6. And then about 5 seconds behind them, Holy Names in lane 5. So Green Lake in lane 7 still having a slight lead. But it looks like lane 6, the other Green Lake crew, and lane 4, Mount Baker, trying to keep contact now. Looks like those 2 Green Lake crews are leading. Just hit 2 minutes into this race. Can see settling in now. Two Green Lake crews. Right together, they are in the lead. Lane 7 having an advantage over lane 6. Then it looks like Holy Names in lane 5. It's taking over there over Mount Baker in lane 4. The 2 Green Lake crews in lane 6 and 7 still holding strong, maintaining the lead over the rest of the boats here. Definitely going to help points-wise for these 2 Green Lake crews.
That's for sure.
Mount Baker trying to come back a bit on Holy Names.
So I think it's important to point out here that Holy Names is the only scholastic program in this final right here. So both Green Lake and Mount Baker are club programs in the area, but Holy Names is a highly competitive scholastic program, just like we see a couple other schools here. You know, we have Seattle Prep that's here. That's a scholastic program as well. But in this final, you know, good for you to hold on to that, you know, representation.
Yeah. And they're racing well there as well. In lane 5, it's Holy Names.
Crews are now approaching the last 500 meters here in this 4v8 final. The 8s that you see from Green Lake in this event, the 4v8. These 3/8s are 3 of 40 entries that Green Lake has here at the 2026 U.S. Rowing Northwest Youth Championships. They are only second to Pocock Youth Rowing that actually has 69 entries here, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, that is wild. But good for them. Lots of representation.
Absolutely. And here they come. They are now coming into view for the spectators that are on land. All of these entries are now within the last 500 meters.
Curious to see how this pans out as Green Lake in lane 7 and Green Lake in lane 6 were leading these boats.
From this angle here, I would say that Green Lake in lane 7 continues to hold on to that leader position. Still having a lot of contact through the rest of the field, but we'll see how the sprint unfolds here over this next minute or so.
You can see that rate start to pick up here as they come closer to the finish line, seeing what they can do with this sprint. But I would say lane 7 Green Lake looks to still have the lead here, able to maintain that. I believe Green Lake in lane 6 is in that second position, so they also are still where they were.
Green Lake A now having open water over the rest of the field. Green Lake B, Madison, I would agree with you, is holding on to that second place position. Pending any unforeseen circumstances, it looks like that gold and silver will go to Green Lake crew.
I think Holy Names in lane 5 is in that third position here.
Green Lake B looking to break open water over Holy Names in their final strokes here in this 4v8. It looks like that is successful. Green Lake B now arriving through the line.
Holy Names to follow now in lane 5, crossing the finish line. Looks like Mount Baker coming in lane 4. Crossing the finish line now.
2 more to go to round out this field. Green Lake C is set next to arrive through the line. They have open water over the crew from Mount Baker in lane 2. Green Lake C giving it all they've got here in their final charge through the line.
And they have crossed now.
Last but certainly not least is Mount Baker, the B entry rounding out this women's 4v8 event. All boats now through the line.
We're going to transition to the men's U16